Hi, everyone. I wanted to take a few moments to talk about the potential virtual senior project for AP English 4. So here's my rationale. We have just a few weeks left, and I thought it would be better for seniors to develop a project complete with goals, checkpoints, and the like, rather than completing work just for points. I know that graduation is right around the corner. For some of you, it's the difference between a B and an A, or just maintaining the A. For some people, it's passing. And I would much rather, in this just difficult school year as it's been, I would much rather you do something that you can find meaning in, that you can leave with the memory of having created something that will hopefully endure beyond just high school. Because, yeah, I could have you writing essays, I could have you analyzing poems, but if we're being perfectly honest, within 3 months, you're going to forget what you said or what you did. I would rather this be an opportunity for creativity, the opportunity for you to personalize your learning and to do something that's fun. And especially for some of you who may like to say that quote unquote school doesn't teach me anything I can use, this would be your chance to create something that you can use. So keep that in mind. This project will take the place of what would be the traditional English 4 schedule. So my in-class students, we've got a few things that we're going to finish up on. But if this is successful, if my virtual students, if you guys illustrate that you were able to find meaning in this project and you were to tackle it in a way that was full of effort and full of meaning, just to use that word again, I think that I may do this for all my students next year. So again, know that this idea is Plan A. It requires you to take it seriously. And we're going to have checkpoints. You're also going to develop a proposal to send to me, and I will approve it or offer alternative ideas or offer modifications. But if you don't take it seriously, then Plan B is just for you to do the work that everyone else is doing. And there's nothing wrong with Plan B. If Plan B seems like something that you want to do, so be it. You can very easily say, well, you're the teacher, you figure it out, you tell me what I need to do, and yeah, I can do that. That can be Plan B. But Plan A, I would prefer Plan A. I think that you would get some much more meaning out of it. I think you might actually enjoy it and be proud of the work that you've created. And so, again, like I said a moment ago, this is your chance to find meaning. Your proposal for your project should reflect sufficient effort. I'm leaving the parameters of the project relatively open since you guys will be developing how the project works and things like that. It's up to you to connect it to English, to literature or writing or something creative. I just don't want to see a page full of math equations. No offense to math, but or like just a recycled science project. This needs to be something that we can kind of connect to English. And I'll give you a few ideas. So, potential project ideas. Creating costume design drawings. I don't know why this stood out to me first. I went to the Museum of Modern Art in New York City in 2019 as part of the Scholastic Art and Writing ceremony. And they had on the walls, they had gotten this famous costume designer. I say famous, I don't even know who it was. I apologize. But they got this relatively famous costume designer, and they had taken pages out of their notebook that had full color costume designs. And it was for plays. I think one of them had someone from an ancient Greek play, but the designs were just beautiful. And I thought that might be kind of cool, is to take a play that you've read in high school and render costume design drawings. Probably you could do paint, you could do colored pencil, you could do it in any sort of like digital format, maybe with like an Apple Pen or something like that. but designing them in as professional as possible to where they don't just look like they were pulled out of a sketchbook. And you make these designs for a play that you've read in high school. Or you can take photos around town and write poems that respond to or narrate those photos. And then you can take the finished product and publish it. So it wouldn't just be, here's a picture, here's a poem. It needs to be a finished product to where if somebody wanted to go print them out, they could. So you can either have this on a website or you can have this done in some sort of desktop publishing design program to where it looks like it would be part of a book. It's up to you. But that's, I think, another really cool one for those who like to take pictures. You can also create a digital resume and portfolio using a program like Canva, not Canvas, but Canva. Go to canva.com or Adobe Spark. And again, the digital resume can be this web page that someone can go to and they can scroll through and they can see your accomplishments and things that you've done. Or you can make it a portfolio to where when you hand someone your resume, you can say, I have a digital portfolio of my work. And this work can be writings, photography, whatever it may be. And the link on in your resume can take them to that. As part of this, you can also design a business card that maybe there's a QR code on it that links to your site. You don't have to print the business card, just design the card. Now, designing the card would not be a full project. That would just be something added to the project. So keep that in mind. And these are just ideas. If you want to take one of these ideas, great. If you want to take it and modify it a little bit to something you can use, great. If you want to come up with something just different altogether, be my guest, but you have to propose it to me. You have to let me consider the idea before I just say yes or no to it. Excuse me. All right, you can also create videos, creating edited near professional videos of you performing slam poems that you've written. I would say maybe 5 really good slam poems. You would have to write them and run them by me, and I would need to offer a critique before you begin performing them. But you want to keep it looking as professional as possible. This isn't something that would go on like social media, like any social media platform. You're not just like filming yourself doing something. It needs to be edited. It needs to be as professional as possible. You don't have to have a professional camera. Most smartphones today have really powerful cameras, but you do need to find something that can edit it to where it feels professional. You can also dress in character and perform monologues from plays you've read in high school, or you can act out a scene from a play or a novel that you've read. You can get other people involved, but you want to make this feel, like I said, as professional as possible. I would say go for like college level quality. This isn't just a poorly edited, poorly scripted, not memorized, just something you've thrown together. Because I would say with this, I don't even know if I would reward partial effort. If it shows that you didn't put a whole lot of effort in it, I would just as soon give it a 0. So that's why the checkpoints are important. That's why the proposal is important, so we can chart progress and the process. You can also write a pitch for a novel or a play and write the first act or the first chapter. And if you have someone who's into design, they can design a cover. Again, I'm open to ideas here. So the first step is you're going to pitch the idea to me, as well as set potential checkpoints. I'll set the checkpoint dates, but you have to tell me, okay, I will have XYZ completed by that checkpoint. And it needs to be something I can offer feedback on to ensure that your project is up to standard. If we have to have a Zoom meeting, we can have a Zoom meeting to where I ask and you tell me what you've done so far, where the hang-ups are. There will be hang-ups. And so if somebody says, no hang-ups so far, that shows me they haven't been working. Failure to meet checkpoint deadlines will result in me revoking this opportunity. So if you can't meet a checkpoint deadline, I'm just going to say, all right, you know what, go back and do the work that everyone else has been doing. Because without a checkpoint, I can't tell how much you've been working on. And oftentimes, if somebody doesn't meet a checkpoint deadline, that means they haven't been doing the work. They haven't been doing the work, well, the final product's going to be terrible. It's going to reflect a lack of effort. And again, I would just be giving a 0. most importantly for this, you need to develop something creative that allows you to find meaning. I'm very open to interesting ideas, but it should be something that takes effort and time. Otherwise, you won't find meaning. You won't enjoy it. There won't be, yeah, is there a sense of struggle? Absolutely. I mean, any work or any assignment you do, there's a sense of struggle to it. But that often, the difficulty you face in achieving what you want to achieve will give it meaning. So message me if you have any questions. I think it's a cool idea. And then you guys are the test subjects. We'll see how eagerly people tackle it. So talk to you soon.